Can I get to the yams?
Shams,
Sweet yams.
so sweet.
Show me the way. Cause I got bills to
Hello and welcome to the War
pay.
Report. I am your host Cyrus, joined by Quan. This is a show where we talk about NXT and AEW. Happy Thanksgiving week, everybody. To Patreon, happy Thanksgiving. Um, yeah, that's all I got for the intro. How you feeling,
Make
bro?
make sure you guys listen to this while you're preparing for dinner, whatever you guys are making. I got a question for you,
They
big
got no
dog.
choice. All
I got a question for you.
right.
Now, every once in a while, I'll be on Twitter,
Yeah.
and there's certain things that I learn about Black people that's not as universal as I thought it was. So I'm gonna ask you this question: do you have mashed potatoes at your Thanksgiving dinners?
Yeah. Ain't that like a
Okay, because
staple?
that's what I thought, but clearly all the I saw this tweet, someone asked that question, and all the Black people were like, Black people don't have that at Thanksgiving. I'm like, since
Uh,
when?
I hate that generalization, but like, what is it? That's like
Bro,
a
but
staple. Like,
it was so many people saying it. I couldn't believe it. I started questioning myself. I was questioning my blackness. Like, yo, am I
they
not
probably
supposed to
could,
be eating this?
they probably couldn't afford that shit. But what is it? Your Thanksgiving meals are or like your Thanksgiving foods are like corn, turkey, green beans, cranberry, or like cranberry sauce or whatever, stuffing, a ham. Even I think a ham is pretty much universal because everybody
Yeah,
doesn't like turkey. Um, Mashed potatoes, gravy,
macaroni and
macaroni and
cheese.
cheese. That's it. Like, what else do you need? Oh, collard greens.
Yeah, green. Yeah, bro. There's a lot of people saying that Black people don't
Well,
have
like
Thanksgiving during. I mean, don't have mashed potatoes during Thanksgiving. I just thought that was incredible.
I feel like mashed potatoes is part of every like holiday where
Every
you have to prepare food.
Yeah, it's like in every culture, like everybody fucks with, like who doesn't fuck with mashed potatoes? That just really threw me for a loop, and I've been
I
thinking about that all week. Just like,
uh
yo, what?
I would like to also add yams and sweet potatoes, but like
Yeah.
I'm not a big mashed potatoes guy. But like I can acknowledge that it's a staple when it comes to Thanksgiving and like Fourth of July cookout.
All right. Now, next question. What if you're not a big mashed potato guy? What is your favorite variation of potato?
French fries.
French fries. Okay, that's fair.
Um,
I think me too. I do
yeah,
like a good baked potato though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
nah. A potato when it's whole, nah.
Potato wedge, the KFC joints. Remember when KFC had them joints?
Yeah, but
Those were fun.
only if they were crispy, honestly. Like I'd eat
Yeah.
wedges if they were fucking crispy. I just hate like a thick ass potato and then like it's like I know it sounds crazy, but like it's mad soft. Like
Is that a
like
good thing?
I no, I like my fries crispy for the most part. Um but yeah, fries and I'm a big fan of sweet potatoes. So I'd eat a I do like if the baked potato was like a if it was a baked sweet potato, I'd fucking eat it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm definitely one of those weirdos where I really like fuck with like if I'm at a restaurant or establishment and sweet potato fries are available over regular fries, I might pick the sweet potato fries. It depends though, because like some places make them better than other places.
Yeah.
It really
Um
varies.
And then what is it? Just another food thing. I think it's completely unrelated, but like it's just like another weird thing. Well, like a sweet potato is not fucking weird, but I'm not the biggest well, Waffle House is different, but I'm not the biggest fan of fluffy waffles. I like my waffles with a little bit of crisp, a little bit of edge to it. I would say I like it slightly overcooked. Um
No,
yeah.
I'm with you on that. I like my waffles just smothered and just
Oh,
syrup and just butter. That's it.
if the syrup is not in
Seeping
every
into it.
crevice,
Yeah, I need
if it's not touching every square of the waffle, you're not eating it right. Like,
I need my shit soggy. Pause. You know what I mean? I just need like.
but the like, I feel like I know when I put the right amount of syrup when every square is covered.
You ever do like when I was younger? You ever do like the individual in the Lego?
Yeah, every
Yeah,
individual
every
square.
little
And
droplets.
then what is it? When I go to IHOP and they have like the waffles with the bigger squares, I'm still filling up every square. Like it doesn't matter. Every square gets filled. I guess that's like an
Oh shit.
OCD or like
It might
whatever
be.
thing, but it's just like every square needs to be like eight. Yeah, I mean, what is it? Other weird shit that I do when I eat.
When I was a child, when I was like a baby, or like at least like a toddler or something, I wouldn't eat like, say for example, any kind of like rectangular food, and like, no, like I'll eat it, but like if it's like a corner ripped or something like that, or like a piece is missing, like if I like got a Pop Tart when I was a kid and like a corner broke off or something like that, I wouldn't eat it.
What?
I wouldn't eat it. Same thing like
What's
cheese. It
what's
was so
what's
weird.
okay? What's funny is that like you open up a Pop Tart. Okay, the two corners are like done, right? And then you get to
Yeah.
the bottom, and then the corner breaks off, and you're just like, all right, no more.
No, it has to be when I take out the pack. I
Uh-huh.
open up the whole pack, and if I look at it and the corner broke off or something
Oh,
like that, I
you
would
you
I
oh
wouldn't eat it.
wait, with the Pop Tart, you open the whole pack. You don't kind of like eat them bitches like chips.
No, nigga. First of all, we've already had the discussion about cold Pop Tarts. I don't like it. I gotta toast it. I
Oh,
gotta toast it
I
off the
I
rip.
I wouldn't say I like it cold, but I do like it like fresh out the pack.
I ain't eating it like a hot pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's intended, so I'm not gonna say that's weird. Um, what is it? Food shit is I have to take a sip after every bite. That's just how I operate now. I don't know why.
Mm.
And if I
Yeah.
don't have any
Throat
more,
dry as hell.
and if I no longer have stuff to eat or like stuff to drink in between bites, I'm done eating
Wow.
unless I get a refill. But like even at a restaurant, if I have no more to drink, like there's no more water in my thing or like whatever shit that I order, I'm done until the waiter comes back around.
Wow. Maybe you are like OCD or something, or like what am I thinking of? Not OCD. What's the other joint?
I don't know.
Maybe I am thinking of OCD. Yeah, you might
Uh,
be. Low key.
shit. I
I've
think
never heard that before. That's
I
interesting.
I want to say the other thing that you're thinking of, but I don't know if it'll be problematic if I say that. Because I'm not
Don't say.
I'm not too sure about like
Don't
what
say
comes to the
it.
territory with that shit. I don't want to call it a disability. I don't want to
What are
call
you
it a
about to
mental illness
say?
either. I was gonna say slightly autistic, but
Neurodivergent?
I didn't want to say that.
Neurodivergent?
Is it is that something? I don't know what that
I
is.
don't, I, I don't exactly know what that is, but I know I see people call themselves that all the time, so I don't
uh
really know what it means though. What
I'm
does that
seeing
mean?
I'm seeing that word a lot in the
Me
TikTok
too. Is this shit
Reddit
popping up
stories.
everywhere? Every
Uh,
look, everybody can't be neurodivergent. God damn it! Somebody gotta be lying. What does this mean? Because the
somebody
term
gotta be lying.
somebody making shit up. The
We're all different.
the term neurodivergent describes people whose brain differences affect how their brain work. What does that even mean? What? That means they have different strengths and challenges from people whose brains don't have those differences. How would you know?
Shit, I guess that we all that. Because my brain
How,
surely don't work like the mother
how,
niggas.
how would
Uh,
I know if I? That's interesting. That's too deep for me right now. I can't even think about it.
you
I'm
separate
not in a state of
shit.
mind.
How I'm gonna separate it is if how dumb you are on Twitter. That's how uh you dumber than me. Well, let's separate, bro.
A lot of niggas is
Uh,
dumb on Twitter.
let's separate. Y'all niggas not like me. Um, but yeah, no, that's a shit. That's my little thing. You made anything for Thanksgiving, bro? I made something and I'm proud of it. That's why I'm bringing it up.
No, I'm not making anything. I asked my mom. I'm going to my mom's house. It's just gonna be like me and her and like somebody else because everybody else is not in town or they're working. So
Niggas
it ain't
working
gonna,
on Thanksgiving? Shit.
bro. You must, man. Look in the service industry
Uh,
and when I used to work at the casino, bro. Never got a holiday off. Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving. I'm in there. Busiest days of the year. Are you kidding me?
family around. Gotta show them
Especially,
the slots, baby.
especially Thanksgiving. They would do the Asian shows on those days. On those nights. So they do like
Mm,
they'll take like a big Asian star, like a big Korean star or whatever, and have them come over to the casino because like a lot of the Asian population there, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so they're all at the
Oh.
casino. It's just packed. And the show, if for some reason the show be at like 3 in the morning, I don't know why they do that exactly. I don't know, but it'd be like mad late at night. It's
Go
so
go
strange,
go Black Friday shopping after the show.
bro. Yeah, it's really interesting. So, but yeah, it's usually how it goes. So yeah, like recently, now that I'm no longer working in that place, this is my first time really having holidays and like getting to enjoy it. So it's been pretty cool. You can actually like not dread holidays coming up, knowing you got to work and you can be busy as shit.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy that they do that. But I made it elote, the Mexican street
Oh,
corn
I
joint.
I did see that on I wasn't
Uh,
sure what it was. I was looking at that. I thought it was
I
like ice cream, something like that.
it's a yeah, I only took a picture of one because that was mine. That was the one. This is the test. This is the test run. This is the
Nah,
test trial.
you was proud of it. You know what I
Cause
mean? Stand on that. It got 3 fire emojis. Niggas is
my
fucking with it. I'm making one too.
my fucking cousin was just like, "You only made one? All right, bitch. I'm testing this shit out." This was a test. I'm going to a friendsgiving on Friday, so I was just like, "Well, I got to bring something."
Yeah.
I ain't want to be like a cheap nigga and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna just bring some Patron and that's gonna be it." Like niggas got to really
Hey.
eat. But yeah, so I made that. I made two. I made one for myself, one for my mom. My mom never had it, but she really enjoyed it.
Never had it either.
Shit's fire, bro. Get it? I get it all the time. I go to the what is it? I go to the taco joint or the Mexican restaurant. Yeah, slide that. Any kind. I love corn, so
I'm not a big
Mexican.
mayonnaise guy.
Me neither. But I'll tear up an emoji.
Does it taste like mayonnaise? That's kind of
No,
where I'm at.
it tastes like
It
corn.
doesn't. Maybe I'll give it a shot.
It's corn. Like honestly, the corn is just a binder for the lime and fucking chili powder. That's it.
Right.
It's just so that could stick together. Because like, what is it? The chili powder is not gonna stick to every crevice of the corn. You feel me?
No, I get it.
Yeah, no, I fuck with it. I love it. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I made that. That's great. I have to make like I think I have to make like 7 more. That's all I'm bringing to the Thanksgiving. I might still buy some liquor anyway, but turn it with homies.
Should buy a nice wine. I'm gonna ask my mom. See what she want.
Yeah. All right.
You ready to do this?
Yeah.
Knock this out.
Let's get into the trenches, man.
Give me trenches, boy. What we talking about?
Will Ospreay signs a 3-year deal with AEW. There was a segment at Full Gear. Tony Schiavone's in the ring, and Will Ospreay comes out. He cuts a terrible promo. I'm so sorry.
First of all, he told the crowd to calm down. The crowd was not even
the crowd was
making any noise.
The crowd was not making any noise, and he said, "Settle down, brother. Settle down."
Wild calm.
Yeah, and then he said that he signed 3 years with AEW, but he currently cannot commit just yet.
Yeah, he has to wait till the New Japan contract is up.
I feel like this is probably one of the dumbest signings ever. You sign somebody and then they go, "Nah, I can't do it just yet."
I won't even say it's a dumb. It's just like that would probably be the least exciting announcement. Not like the least like it wasn't necessary. Like everybody, he basically was already signed to begin with. Like he's been there for months. You know what I mean? So like it wasn't like exciting. I was like, oh yay, well he's been there for the last 10 months.
Yeah, like you had a big show at the fucking pay-per-view, so it's just at like their biggest pay-per-view of the year. So it's just like this isn't really the shocking signing that like Tony Khan was like prepping us for. And honestly, he didn't really need to like gas up Will Ospreay signing. Like they could have just waited, did it on a Dynamite or some shit like that, and then like that could have been it. Like
I think he just wanted that, that hey, get people talking with the announcement on Saturday.
Like he like, but just like the last big like major announcement that he did, and then it was just like Wembley tickets. Like you are
this,
but let me finish. He's just diminishing whenever he says like we have something big coming up or like we have a major announcement coming up when most of your major announcements is all bullshit. Watering the special, watering down the gimmick.
He's ran the well dry.
Yeah,
I think it's apparent. I will say this was a better announcement than the tickets. That one was the worst of the
Yeah,
worst.
for sure.
Nobody was happy about that. There were not. I never seen such a negative response to a Tony Khan announcement until like to that one. That one was by far the worst.
Yeah. Um,
Were we
like
expecting anything different? Did we think Osprey was ever going to go to WWE or Impact or anything like that?
definitely not going to fucking Impact, but
I mean, he was on there.
no, he wasn't gonna go to Impact. Like wrestlers like money. Um, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really expect anything different. I feel like if not to like toot our own horn or whatever, but I feel like if Will Ospreay was like actually a lock and he was like actually talking to people backstage or like they were really inking a deal or some stuff like that, like they were really like in the works with it, we would have known through
Yeah,
sources.
we didn't hear much of anything.
Like out of this whole time where Will Ospreay was like, "Oh, we're gonna like do I might explore going to WWE," or like that article that was just like, "Oh, uh WWE was in talks with Will Ospreay, but like it fumbled." It was just like, I don't know. We didn't really hear that. We heard what the plans might be if he would have signed, but that was prior to you know um the thing. So I don't know how far those discussions got, but I hardly doubt it was a lock in. So um
I just didn't see it after All In. I just couldn't see why he would go somewhere else. Like they gave him that big of a match on that big of a platform. You had to have some kind of agreement. Like, yo, I'm not going nowhere, bro. Like I'm rocking with y'all. You know what I mean?
he got the
That's
fucking
how I felt about it.
he
You
got
got one of
a
the few singles matches on that card.
he got an all in tattoo, bro. Like, what do you think that nigga was
Yeah,
going anywhere else?
yeah, he really did. I didn't think about it. Imagine him showing up on SmackDown, that big ass tattoo on his forearm.
Yeah, with the false sales on it, bro. He got to get it
Funny.
redone. Um, yeah, no, I mean, whatever. I don't really care about Will Ospreay like that.
Big Willie.
Like he like I do think that although that AEW does have a lot of high flyers in there, Will Ospreay is one of the better ones. So like it wouldn't be too much, but it's just like I don't know, like
No, let's keep it a
I see what
stack.
the
Will Ospreay is one of the best wrestlers in the world. There's no denying that. We could argue it to our faces in blue. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world.
I
So
don't
I
think so.
mean, it would be dumb. It would be silly not to sign him. I mean,
I think he has the potential to be because I've seen Will Ospreay matches that I like. I that New Japan run where he was trying to prove that he earned his spot in the heavyweight division, like he finally graduated from juniors. So he actually became like more of a striker and then like less high flying. I liked that Will Ospreay a lot. And then I think it might have been the last G show that I watched alongside Justin, where he was just like, okay, now that I solidified my spot as a heavyweight, I'm gonna start doing the heavyweight style and mix it in with the, all the basically all the other shit that I don't really like the high flying and like the super spot heavy shit. And so his matches during the G1 would be very formulaic, where he would just keep trying to do the high flying shit at first, and it's not working because now he's working with heavyweights, and then he starts working a heavyweight style. So like I would only like one half of a fucking Will Ospreay match. That's in-depth thoughts of like my analysis on Will Ospreay. Like if he just continued to work that heavyweight style, I think I would be fine. And he could do a fucking shooting star press every now and then or whatever, but like use that shit very sparingly, like uh a Seth Rollins like what is it, Phoenix Splash or some shit, That's how
which
I
he never,
feel.
which Seth never lands anyway. I don't remember the last time he's
But
ever hit that
but
move.
I'm
When's the
just
last time he
saying,
hit that move?
I have no
2015.
idea. But I'm just saying, let the high fly shit be like, the real shit that you got, really tucked in shit. But yeah, that's how I feel about Will Ospreay. He has the potential to be one of the greatest in the world, but he continues to do the high flying shit that is like taking years off his life.
My issue with Will Ospreay, not even his fault. It's we got to slow down with this Will Ospreay talk as far as like greatest of all time talk. I know he got 20,000 5 stars from Meltzer and all that shit, but
Oh
like
yeah, none of that shit.
he ain't really like. Me and my friend had an argument about this recently, but like he hasn't done anything yet. Like he's done stuff, but like nothing for real. He hasn't done nothing to like really shift the culture for me to put him in the ranks of greats. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he's
like,
had good matches, but he hasn't had like he hasn't had that moment that kind of just
well, like
changed wrestling. You know what I mean?
I would ask people, avid watchers or people that still watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, like, has he sold out the Tokyo Dome? Like, does he have like any real accolades besides having like mad 5-star matches by Meltzer?
You got an IWGP Championship run. I couldn't tell you a thing that happened during it. To
What
be
is
honest
it?
with you,
Him and Shingo and what is it? Okada were like shooting dice with the shit. Um, like I felt like that was a terrible booking time for New Japan. But I didn't think him and Shingo matches were like too bad. Um,
love Shingo.
but yeah, no, I don't really think that he's like really that impressive. Like I know he might have like mad like IWGP Junior shits under his belt.
Well, he has 4, if I'm not mistaken.
But that title means nothing to me. I'm gonna be really real. Hold on, let me go to championships and accolades. So let's go to New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's only been a heavyweight champion once.
Yeah, 1 time, 2-time United States, 3 times.
That title don't matter. The junior thing don't matter to me. New Japan Cup, that's an accolade. Best of Super Junior.
That's accolade. That's
Sure,
accolade.
sure.
But like you look at that, and then you want me to talk about him the same way I talk about somebody like a Ric Flair or like a Brock Lesnar or even an Edge. You know what I mean? Even
people that really shifted the culture.
Yeah, people like really shifted this shit. People like Samoa Joe, people like Bryan Danielson, indie legends who like changed indie wrestling as we know it. People like Okada, Tanahashi. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I feel like
with those names.
I feel like Will Ospreay did change the culture a little bit with his match with Ricochet. But yeah, in a negative fashion. And, you know, I love Ricochet too, but you know, he kind of grown from
he don't wrestle like that no more, no. Probably more so due to age than anything.
I remember when that match happened, and I thought the match was really cool. You know, I didn't really see a spot fest like that before. I tried to show my friends it. They were just like, "What the fuck is this shit?" I felt like a fucking dork. Yeah, I was like, "This match hard." I showed them. My friends was just like, "Nah, I ain't really rocking with it." I felt like a fucking loser, bro. Yeah, no, he. I don't feel like Ospreay really shifted the culture to really be in that greatest of all time conversation. He could probably be like greatest British wrestler of all time or some shit like that, but
I wouldn't give him that. We got Dynamite Kid, who also changed, like, you know what I mean? Dynamite Kid got so many sons during the 90s.
But still, I'd still get you know.
Not saying he can't end up being one of the greats, you know, once it's all said and done. He's still fairly young.
Oh,
but
no.
As of right now, I don't want to hear that talk with him in no kind of conversation. Get that shit out of here. Don't put. I saw my man said he was comparable to Roman Reigns. Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that. He was like the people outside of WWE. Will Ospreay is like Roman Reigns. I wish I remembered the account.
No.
Yeah,
that's Okada.
That's what I'm like. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's not Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay don't have that kind of cachet, that kind of clout. Like, let's relax.
No, he is not comparable to Roman Reigns outside in that world. Like across the pond, that is definitely Okada. Shit. I can't really even say he the man in Britain, bro.
Look, he is Gunther. If you really want to talk, it's Gunther, but that's not.
Yeah,
you know, he already left. But
yeah,
might have been
what
him.
is it? Because what is it in what is that promotion called? Revolution Pro Wrestling. he not beating up plumbers, but he beating up high schoolers, bro. He beating up fresh niggas, like, you know, the niggas that shouldn't be going over.
Well, to be fair, the indie scene had to do a hard reset, so you know.
Because I've been seeing him have all sorts of fucking matches out there, and I'd be like, nigga beating up on niggas smaller than Zack Sabre Jr., yo, like that should not fly to me. But I do think Ospreay is great, but I don't really think he has the accolades to really put him in that best of all times category. Yeah, no. And I don't think he's ever gonna get there because, in my opinion, running it up in AEW, not fly to me. If that's what's in his future, like that should not fly to me, yeah.
Yeah. We'll
Next,
see. Time will tell.
We got another person that's never scratching the best of all times list.
Oh my lord! Oh my goodness!
We got Ronda Rousey in ROH.
Yeah. So at the TV tapings, I believe I think it was Saturday or Friday, whatever tapings it was, Ring of Honor, Ronda Rousey teamed with her good friend Marina Shafir. I forgot who they wrestled. I think it was like Athena and somebody else. Yeah, I don't know. There's no deal. It's kind of on a handshake appearance. I don't think she's signing with them because I feel like if she was signing with them, they would have made a bigger deal out of this, and they really haven't said a word actually, as far as I know. She had not been advertised. I think she just now got advertised for the show, like a couple hours ago. So I don't really know what any of this means, but she will be on Ring of Honor. So if you want to see Ronda Rousey wrestle on Ring of Honor, you can watch. I think what do they have it on Saturdays? When's it come out?
I'm not watching it. It don't matter.
Yeah, I'm not watching it. But yeah, Ronda Rousey kind of on a little run right now. She's been working indie dates for Pro Wrestling Revolver. So she really, she's really doing it for the love. I think A-Show kind of broke it down the best. It's just like she's really doing this for the love. She wants to be on the road. She wants to live that wrestler life and go through the struggles and trials and tribulations. I think with Meals is pretty spot on how this is like a Keith Lee situation, not the wrestler, but the food reviewer, where like he wants to be treated one way, but like you're not going to be treated that way because of who you are at this point. Like Ronda Rousey wants to be, I'm in the back with the boys or the girls in this situation. Like she wants to be a journey woman or whatever, but like that's not you. You're Ronda Rousey. Yeah. Like it's not gonna work that way.
Also, those days are like over with. Like the guys that used to glamorize that like sort of shit, nigga, they were doing hard drugs. Okay. And then my counterpart Justin really put it together. It was just like, nigga, you think Kevin Nash wanted to like really be there every night and shit like that? Like, get the fucking bag, yo. Like,
I'm sure Tony paid her a nice little bag though. She ain't do it. I mean, she ain't do it off like, her strength, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it's just like you could really like be running it up and then like preserving your health, but you really need to prove something to people, and it's just like, let's stop that. I feel like there's a inferiority complex going on.
It's a possibility. I know she's been pretty self-conscious about stuff before, especially after her MMA career ended. My question is why wouldn't, even if like I know Marina and Athena and all of them, they're Ring of Honor acts, but I feel like in this situation, I think I would want this on TV, right? I know you want to get interested in like Ring of Honor, but at least you could at least talked about it. Like they didn't even mention it on the show today.
Because I feel like
there must be some kind of like deal where like she can't be on TV. I don't know what this is about. It's really interesting.
Nah. They being honest for real. Because while every fucking person, every AEW dick writer on Twitter last week that had been slandering Ronda Rousey for all like years now, you bring up her name, they bring up her comments on Sandy Hook in a heartbeat. Soon as she showed up in ROH, this a big get. This is fire. This is what ROH needs. We're back, fellas. And then no. this is the true they don't love you like that type shit going on right now. And I feel like they know it. And I was thinking about this earlier when I was also listening to the A show, where it was just like AEW plays up to their audience a lot, and obviously their audience is like majority of the internet. So like it's not bad that they want to cater to the people that they want to cater to. But shit ass. Maybe we should stop catering to them.
I mean, if it's working for them, they making if they're doing the business. Who am I
They're
to tell
not.
them what the? I mean, I
They're
don't know what their
not.
I don't
They're
know what their
not.
financials. I don't know what their financials look like.
My guy, they're not selling any fucking tickets. I think that should be the first indicator that the finances is looking pretty
I
odd.
don't know if that's the main contributor to their money. I don't know what the TV deal's like.
And then
What's going on?
and then
Merch.
you're catering to these niggas on the internet. But guess what? They not in that fucking building. They can't spare a
Yeah.
dime for a fucking ticket until the tickets are like $6, and you could get 4 of them if you order a chicken sandwich.
I will say, Chicago crowd tonight for Dynamite. This is the weakest Chicago crowd I've heard. It didn't even feel like a Chicago. You know, like usually a Chicago AEW show has a certain feel to it. It had a little different energy. This felt like another episode. Like the crowd was barely into it. I mean, they were into it, but like no more than if they were in fucking, I don't know, fucking like Jacksonville or something, or like fucking Newark. You know what I mean? Did you feel the same way as far as I did?
Uh,
They
no,
only
I
did
was
like five. Oh, go ahead.
I wasn't really hearing the crowd too much. So I guess that was a I guess that does prove your point, or I didn't notice how loud the
Yeah,
crowd was.
it didn't have that same feel. You know what I mean? Yeah, they only did like I want to say they only did about five. They did they didn't even do five. They did 4,757 in Chicago, bro.
And you come on, man, you
In
got to be worried.
Chicago.
You got to be worried about it. That's alarming for the finances, bro.
In Chicago. That's their home. You let WWE come in there and sell 30,000 tickets in a weekend. You couldn't even do five in Chicago
Come on, dog.
in your hood.
You're proving my previous point right, bro. Like they're catering to these audience, but they're not reaping any like benefit from it. They getting all these Meltzer 5 stars, and they're not truly benefiting from it. Very very weird show, and I don't think just circle back. I don't think Ronda Rousey's gonna help out ROH at all.
I don't think this is I think this is like this feels like a one-time thing to me.
Oh, this definitely feels like a favor for Marina Shafir.
Yeah, this is
but
like I just want to team my friend.
Because like the people that are most likely watching ROH are the same people that don't like Ronda Rousey and have hated Ronda Rousey for a really long time. Also, she's wrestling with Marina Shafir, who is fucking awful.
She got a little better. I'll give Marina a credit. She got a little better.
Sure. But yeah, that's it for Ronda Rousey. Oh shit, I didn't know this. Juice Robinson is injured. He needs back surgery. Huh.
Yes, he does. He got written off on Saturday when MJF hit him with a TV, smashed TV on his head. Okay. So he got written off. That's why he wasn't at the pay-per-view as well. I guess he's had a nagging injury for a while and he needs surgery. So, well wishes to Juice Robinson. Hopefully it's fast. It's a quick recovery. We can get him back on TV because truth be told, he's probably the most entertaining person in that group.
Yeah, the group is fucked.
Club Gold. So
as a person that has had back surgery before, so what is it? For a month, he's probably gonna have to be like, I wouldn't say like necessarily like bedridden or whatever, but mostly rest. I think it's like 3 months after your surgery. That's when you can like start running and like doing physical exercise again. And I think by like, I'm trying to remember when my doctor was just like, oh, you could do like horseback riding again. And it's like, I think that's like at six months after. And I was just like, come on, son. I'm not doing no horseback riding. But like, yeah, he's gonna take some considerable time off. I know he's a wrestler, so he might like, and he's in better physical shape than I was at fucking 18. So we probably won't see him for at least 8 months. He'll be able to like travel and like walk around and shit like that, but like I think he's far from getting physical.
I feel like isn't this like his second major injury? Didn't he have one not too long ago, like before he signed with AEW?
Oh, I
Was
have
not
no idea.
mistaken. Wasn't he like out for a while?
I was not keeping up with Juice Robinson prior to him coming to AEW. So,
I mean, he's only 34, so
yeah, that group is
he's be good
fucked.
to go.
I think that group is like shit. I feel like even after the pay per view, the group is the perception has shifted. With me and Jay White and the Gun Boys, so it is what it is. But Godspeed recovery and shit like that. MJF quietly re-signing with AEW. I believe this came from the report that said WWE wasn't interested in getting MJF because they felt like has already re-signed with AEW. So they're just like, why even try?
I think he came to a decision when he came back at the Devil months ago. I think that was a confirmation that he wasn't leaving. And then once he,
because no way he just signed a new contract and it was like the same dates.
Yeah, not only that, and just like you could just tell how his attitude kind of shifted. As far as like representing the company,
happily paid.
One day, like all of a sudden, his tweets became more company man, kind of like the same shit we used to give Seth Rollins shit for. That's kind of how his tweets are now. That's when I kind of knew, like, oh yeah, he's not leaving. He's trying to be locker room leader now. You know what I mean? Trying to rally the troops.
But he's company man for the good guys.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's very similar.
Yeah, no.
Ways of tweeting to protect your company that you love so much. You know what I mean? So
I believe sources say let's start there. He got his pay increase, and then I think they said that he is bound for 2025. So yeah.
It's only an extra year?
I believe so.
That's weird.
Shit. I'm trying to find it.
I would imagine if he's re-signing, it's going to be for more than 1 year, right?
Well, he signed with the company so 2019, and then his contract would have ended
on the 1st
of
January.
Probably like 2 extra years. Who knows? I think he's locked in for like two more extra years though. At most, I would believe. But yeah, honestly, I think I've said it on the show before. I don't really think he's going anywhere. I always thought the bidding war shit was like bullshit. Niggas not looking at you, bro. I know for sure. Regal was in your presence. It was just like he's not gonna cut it. Would I like to see MJF in WWE? No. Should I level my expectations because AEW doesn't have great creative? And WWE might do something better with MJF? Yeah. Am I?
Well, this is the thing with MJF and AEW. I think he writes his own stuff. Or he heavily influences it.
We know a lot about the current creative team, and I think it's all bad. So it doesn't matter who's writing their own shit. It's all bad. Everybody that is in Tony's ear, everybody that has influence to, get their own stuff off, they ain't doing nothing good with it. Sad to say. What is it? Oh, that's pretty much it. For In the Trenches news.
Let's get the pay-per-view talk.
Man, I miss when the news cycle used to be like mad NXT shit, bro. Or like Oh yeah, just NXT shit. So you really talk about it?
Ain't nothing to talk about, really.
Yeah.
Honestly, this whole episode did nothing to talk about with NXT because
Oh yeah.
Dynamite this week. I'm not Dynamite. I'm sorry, NXT this week. Yawn.
Yeah. One, yawn. Two, we did the prediction. What is it? We already kind of talked about it last week on Patreon. Subscribe to the Patreon. You could have heard it. Patreon.
I forgot it was taped. I totally forgot it was taped. So like,
Yeah. It was a taped
making this-
episode, and when I was watching, I didn't really care about the matches because I knew it was coming up. Also, these matchups not interesting to me. So I was really just watching for the vignettes and stuff like that, and then I was just like, oh, I can just watch it on YouTube. I'm just gonna watch all the vignettes. That's it. I don't really have to watch any of the matches. Like anything that was not said on like anything that wasn't like a match is what I was like looking for because I thought everything was terrible.
All right, so how about this? How about we just do NXT real quick, knock it out the way,
Yeah.
and then we can get to the AEW talk.
All right, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. All right. NXT. Let's get this show out the way. Yeah, this episode wasn't great. Iron Survivor stuff. We got Josh Briggs defeating Carmelo Hayes with what is it? Interference by Alexis King, and then Blair Davenport defeated Thea Hale. Chase U. They reportedly they about to face a RICO charge, so we're gonna see what happens. Ariana Grace gets real disrespectful.
I love that video. That was a good vignette.
I think the disrespect and the violence in the locker room is infecting our queen here. It wasn't very queenly to speak that ill.
Regal.
Yeah, to speak
Regal
ill of
her.
their enemies publicly in such manner. I liked the Dragunov and Corbin video package. It made me care about this feud a little bit more. Or at least care about the match.
Man, how many times we got to hear Baron Corbin tell us about his wife in a damn big house? I don't give a fuck no more, bro. I know you're rich. What do you do about that?
I think it was like, I got generational wealth. I was like, fuck you,
Okay.
man.
I don't give a fuck.
Beat his ass.
What you want me to do with that information?
Yeah.
Can you win something?
I'm saying. But he retired Kurt Angle. Dominic calls Wesley a hoe, and hey, he kind of snapped. And everything he said in that promo was not a lie. He said, "What the you lose? You lose to me. You lose the rematch. You lose all the fucking contender matches for the for NXT title. Then you leave, and then you come back. That you could challenge me. What sense does that make?" And I said, "Hey, what Ric Flair said that one time, bro? Walk with me. Time off is the worst thing that can happen to a wrestler." And
you
that's
ain't
exactly
lying,
why, bro.
Bro, dog, you almost forget the first 6 months of Wesley's year where he was fucking going crazy.
Because he was gone. Because he was gone for like a month,
bro. It really does make a difference. I forgot about everything
from January to fucking yesterday. Disappears because he was gone for so fucking long. Worst possible thing, bro.
Yeah, he wasn't lying on that one.
And now we're about to get the fucking super senior fatal 4-way to determine the number one contender. We get Wesley, Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, and Johnny Gargano. And I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing here?
This is my thing, right? So like if any of those other guys win, they don't get a title shot. But Wesley wins, he gets a title shot. So my question is, why are the other three guys doing this match? What do they gain from this?
Also, it's not on deadline, so it's just like, why are we doing like? Just give the nigga the match.
It just seems really like a silly reason to get some main roster guys on the show.
And honestly, I honestly don't feel that Wesley deserved the title shot for real. And this match is going to be it. And I think this match is like with the stipulation, I think this match is pretty fucking stupid.
It is stupid.
Just honestly, just do the match on the go home show, Gunther style, and then leave me the fuck alone so the Iron Survivor matches can get more time.
We know those are gonna get like 40 minutes. How long was the match supposed to be? Is it 30?
Let them get 30, 35, bro. Like,
yeah, 30 plus the entrances, so it'll probably be like 40 minutes each.
Because if Wesley doesn't win, it means one less match on the pay-per-view. When has that ever when has that ever happened?
What do you mean?
Where it was just like, okay, you didn't win, so we're cutting the match from the pay-per-view. Like, no more, like, that match is now gone, shot out the fucking window.
I'm sure it's happened. I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
Like, the match is set in stone.
Well, it hasn't been announced yet, right? Has it? It's been announced?
No, but it's just like,
oh, I'm about to say,
because the other guys don't get the title match if they.
That's
win.
What I'm saying. Yeah, well,
so
what's the point?
We're gonna get one less match on the pay-per-view for what? How does that make me? How that's gonna make me like the nigga a little bit more that now that he cost us one less match?
Well, it didn't specify if the match would be on the pay-per-view. He just said he wants the match, right?
No, it said it'll be a deadline if he wins.
Okay.
I believe it says winner sees Dominic on deadline, so I don't know.
No, it said the graphic says if Wesley wins. It didn't say nothing about the other three guys. They're just there for the vibes.
Okay, hold on. Let me scroll down because I call that the Super Senior Fatal 4. Okay, if Wesley wins, he will challenge Dominic Mysterio at deadline.
That's all it says. It did not say nothing about them other three guys.
And it's just like, okay, Wesley loses. Now we have one less match on deadline. What the fuck y'all gonna fill that with? Clearly, y'all niggas got the space. Yeah, no, this Super Senior Fatal 4-Way is crazy. I'm
sure it'll be good.
I'm sure it's gonna be good. I just think it's stupid. Yeah,
it's stupid.
Yeah, this is probably. Nah, this isn't the stupidest thing NXT has done in a minute. But yeah, shit's stupid. Quick hits. Dar defeats Gable.
I did not care. I did not care.
Boy, the crowd was chanting this match is boring, or they were giving this shit boring chants.
No, they said this match sucks. They didn't say this match.
Oh, okay. Boring. I think that's worse.
No, boring worse than this match sucks. I think.
Nah, this match sucks. Like, because they came to they came to that conclusion at the second round, bruh.
It was like the second round.
They said, "Let's get this shit the fuck up out of here, please."
Yeah, I don't know if
stop the hair.
America's built for the rounds, man. They don't think they fucking with it. Like
every match is the fucking same.
Yeah, I think Dar's formula doesn't help. Even though I don't remember it being like this when he was in the UK. I really don't. I remember it being way more exciting.
Round 1 is honest. Round 2, meta gets the metaphor gets involved. Round 3, the metaphor. You get one clean match.
Well, I'm not expecting Dar to go have any of the matches be clean because that's not his character. I'm not mad at that.
But I'm just saying that
the formula is the same.
The cheat card comes out at the same time all the time.
Yeah. And then it's very formulated.
And then we always get he still does some shit that he shouldn't have done because the bell rang already. We get that shit every time. I hate these matches, bro. Let's stop it. Please.
I probably wouldn't have been as mad if it didn't end in a draw. I'm like, okay. I get it. I understand using it because it's like kind of like the Nigel McGuinness pure title run. People hated that too because he would all his matches would go 15-minute time limit, and that's how he would squeak by every time. It's very similar to that. Either you're gonna fuck with that kind of heat or you're not. You know what I mean?
That shit's not heat. Let's stop that shit. 5 ever, please.
Well, I don't think go nowhere, so something we got to deal with.
I really don't understand why we have the Heritage Cup here.
The mid card too fucking deep. Another fucking belt.
It's fucking ridiculous, bro. I'm so tired of the Heritage Cup stuff. This shit is not good. Garza and Humberto, they defeat Idris and Enofe, or Enofe and Blade, whatever the fuck their name is, man. Get a fucking team name already. Um,
Both
and
of
then
them.
they attack the family after at their fucking mob ties meeting. I also thought that vignette was very stupid, and that lady that is like running around with them or escorting them around has a terrible Italian accent. Can we please get a?
Well,
Can we stop it? Like,
you know,
just
I
let her
said that,
talk.
but then I also remember that Tony D'Angelo and Stacks also had terrible Italian accents. We just got used to it. So I think we just gotta wait to get a little used to it with this young lady. She has a name now too. I just forgot what it was. I think it's like Alina Rizzo or some shit like that. I forgot what it is.
Well, till she gets into the ring, I want to see her a lot less. Okay. Um, and then also they got their ass beat in the parking lot of their home base and left unscathed. Not one of y'all put a bullet in that car, bro.
They're in Florida too. They could got away with it.
Like, you're not gonna beat up. You're not gonna beat up my man's at the spot where we do our meetings and leave unscathed. Like, no, that's not happening.
Maybe
Motherfuckers should have been riding out.
maybe it was hot for them right now. They had to lay low. So they're like, we can't have no guns out right now. You know they watching.
They hot.
Yeah, it'll
Nobody.
be hot right now. Niggas, you
The
know what I
hottest
mean?
niggas right now is Chase U, bro. The block is incinerating for them niggas, man.
That's white collar shit. You know what I mean? They on that white collar crime. The D'Angelo
You,
family on the other side. They doing now on the ground, boots on the
they should
ground type shit. They had the
they should
dots with it.
they should have motherfuckers like you remember when Bret Hart was whipping the shit after he beat up Goldberg in WCW?
Yeah.
They should have had niggas writing out the shit like that, bro.
Oh shit. It's a mess.
But yeah, that shit sucked. Thorpe and Dempsey.
Boy,
I said it last. I said
tuned
it
out of
last
that
week.
so quick.
I said it last week. That shit was ass, bro.
I tuned out of that. So I said, "There's two guys I have no interest in watching. Two guys who have the charisma of like they
Nothing.
make
They have nothing going
they
on.
have nothing, bro. I'm sorry.
Zero redeeming qualities about both participants here. And I know y'all really wanted to like the kid because he like Regal's son, but he
No,
ain't Regal, bro.
he was way more interesting in UK. They've taken any little personality he did have in UK is gone.
And you know who I want to contribute that to, man?
Who?
Drew Gulak.
Lead them down the wrong path, man.
He great wrestler. He make niggas boring. I used to like fucking Disney villain fucking Damian Kemp. Now he don't do shit.
You weren't even there.
Shit is ass. What is it? Soon as Hank got away from that nigga, he was up.
You know what's crazy too? I think Gulak's very entertaining. So I don't understand why the people around him aren't.
I don't think Gulak is entertaining. I'm sorry.
Oh, that PowerPoint shit was great. I love that PowerPoint shit he was doing. That was fun. The 205 live stuff was fun. I don't know if you were watching. When I was watching,
I wasn't.
I was having a good time watching Drew Gulak.
No. I forgot when that shit even came on, but no, I was not watching that shit. But yeah, no, that shit sucks. Let's move on. Like as I predicted correctly, Lyra Valkyria came out for the match. The entrance in a completely different angle, and I was just like, "Is this what we doing now?" I think the new angle is cool.
You know NXT loved that little shot, the creeper shot.
The creep. Okay, you remember when they used to do the shit for Tony? You know they used to do the shit for Tony, bro.
All up in her ass, bro.
That shit crazy, bro.
Like, yo, relax, dog.
They need to start doing that shit now in AEW, bro.
We see it.
But yeah, Xia Li comes out, attacks Lyra, gives her a little headache, and then she figures it out later, and they go beat her ass. Xia Li has had 2 good matches in a row in 1 week, and niggas in the Discord was acting like she fucking won the Royal Rumble. She headlined WrestleMania. All sorts of
Hey,
shit.
hey,
And I
truth be told, let's talk about something. Let's talk about the Discord. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all be gassing shit a lot.
the Xia Li gas is fucking crazy right now. I
Y'all be
don't
gassing.
understand it, bro.
I will say I did. I really like the her and Becky match on Monday. The match with Lyra was cool, but I preferred the Becky match. I thought the Becky match was very strong.
Yeah. I thought it was great. I thought it was good too. The niggas was just like, oh yes, Xia Li, she beat the allegations. Oh my god. And I was just like,
Slow
my nigga,
down.
she's in there with Becky Lynch.
Where Becky Lynch is
Relax.
having probably the best year she's ever had in ring, as far as I can tell.
Like Xia Li can't have she couldn't have that match with fucking Indy Hartwell. She couldn't have that match with
Well, first of all, they'll do that because Indy Hartwell is fucking terrible. We could
she
have that
couldn't
conversation.
she could what is it? She couldn't have that match with Candice LeRae. Um she couldn't have that match with fucking
We don't know that.
I know that for sure.
We don't know that.
Because didn't they have a match on Raw?
I don't know. Does Candice LeRae have matches?
I mean, if you open up main event to be added to the spreadsheets, you probably see something. But nah, the Xia Li gas is crazy, bro. She gonna go back to being irrelevant real soon. Uh, and then the vignette with Von Wagner and Rob Stone's house.
What the hell was that? What was that? What the point?
I mean, it's a continuation of what what they said last week. But I stopped paying attention when the kids started staring at his scars, and I was just like, that shit not really noticeable. So you kids are assholes.
Yeah, the kids be noticing shit though. They do be looking mad hard.
That shit was not noticeable, bro. Um,
Why he buy them fucking cosmic brownies and tried to play it off? He's like, bro, they got cosmic brownies.
um, yeah, I didn't watch the. Honestly, I think I might have. Yeah, I wasn't really watching NXT like that. I was not really watching.
You know what this episode felt like? It felt like
Some ass.
remember when it felt like like back in the Full Sail days, where it'd be like the third show of a taping. You could tell everybody just wants to go home and nobody really gives a fuck. That's what it felt
This,
like.
this
It
be
felt like
this felt like one of those shows that they have after a takeover.
no, it wasn't. It's not that bad. It's not the takeover hangover
Yeah.
episode. It wasn't that bad. Those I used to just skip. Back, I would just literally just skip those episodes. Nothing
You
was
know,
happening.
but you know what's crazy? One of my favorite Bianca matches is on one of those shows. It's her and Deonna Purrazzo. Um, that
I
shit
think
was heat.
one of my favorite Pete Dunne matches, him versus Zach Gibson, was on one of those shows too.
Hey man, you know what? Yeah, man, they not too they not too bad.
I still wasn't watching those. I did not, man, those
Yeah, I
episodes were
wasn't.
so doo doo.
But yeah, no. This episode's not great, and honestly, I think like just knowing what was going to happen and a lot of the spoilers took a lot away from it for me. But actually watching it, I think it might have like watching the matches couldn't bring me back to like care again. So nasty shit.
Not a good episode. I agree.
Yeah. And I'm seeing a tweet about Ava Marie return. Get a job.
You're trying to get one, clearly.
Like I know a doc I know doctors' offices need like a receptionist right now, bro. Like go somewhere else, bro.
I don't know why. Is she not in her like gym influencer bag? I feel like that would be a bag she could get pretty easy. No, you know what I mean,
I'm surprised she didn't go full right wing. After her Kaepernick comments. Fuck her.
what she say about Kaepernick?
Told that nigga to stand the fuck up.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Let's review Full Gear. Let me type it in. Full Gear. All right. So start me off, brother. Um, we got Eddie King
Da-da-da.
defeating Jay Lethal on the pre-show or the 0 hour. Did you watch the 0 hour?
I did watch 0 hour. I
All
did.
right. Go this on you, bro, because I did not.
Man, I don't know. It was fucking Jay Lethal versus Eddie Kingston. It wasn't much. It wasn't much to it. The outside, his little crew tried to get involved. Eddie Kingston took him out. I gave it a 3.25 out of 5. That's all I
Okay.
got.
Claudio versus Buddy Matthews.
I also gave that a 3.25 out of 5. I couldn't tell you anything that happened in that match, but it was fine. I wish they would do more with Buddy. I really do.
I wish they would do more with Malachi Black. They be giving all his fucking lackeys something to do.
Yeah, it's really strange. That whole group is just so strange how they get booked. Like they'll feel important for like 3 weeks and then they'll just disappear for like 2 months.
Also,
And then
they're also just not a unit. Like they don't even be at ringside for each other.
yeah, they kind of be doing their own thing. Even Julia.
Silly stuff. Um, MJF and Samoa Joe defeats the Guns to retain the ROH tag titles.
Yes, they win the match. Very, very nothing match. Not much really happened. More stick from MJF doing a lot of little kangaroo kick shit and all that stuff like that. After the match, Samoa Joe leaves. The Guns beat up MJF and they Pillmanize him. And
Nice.
then he gets taken out on a stretcher. Adam Cole's like, hey, what's this about? I if he can't go, even though I'm on crutches, I'm gonna go. I'll defend the title for you. And then MJF is like,
Hell
please
yeah.
don't let them take my title because this is so we're already starting off on a bad start. For one, number one, right? Since when does a wrestler getting injured mean they get stripped of the title? Every other time this has happened has been, oh, we'll just do an interim champion.
I
Correct?
mean, yes, and then also it's just like, okay, you get injured, they're gonna strip you of the AEW title, but your tag partner got injured and they didn't strip you of the tag belts.
That too. At least that one makes a little bit more sense because at least MJF still holds the belt and he's still active. So they can just find somebody else. But this one, not only are you injured, but the person that's replacing you is even more injured than you. So how did he get cleared to go and you can't go?
Fucking stupid, and it's only gonna and it's only going to get worse. And I think that Britt Baker summed it up pretty well on how fucking absurd that whole shit is. This being the story leading up into the main event is probably one of the stupidest shits I've ever seen in a really long time. And I
It's just so
honestly, I like, I was watching this on voice call with the homies and shit like that, and then I was talking to Justin. I was just like, these niggas really think we're fucking stupid, like for real. And a lot of you niggas really gas up this show for one match, and I think that shit is fucking ridiculous. But let's go into
well, hold
Sting.
on. I
Oh, go
think
ahead.
before you even get there, it just like the whole thing just doesn't like why none of this was necessary.
Not
That's the thing that
necessary, and
it was
does it make
completely
sense?
unnecessary. That's the worst part. It's unnecessary. It's like they just overthought this so hard. I don't know what the idea was. So I don't even think like AEW fans themselves even gave a fuck. Like we didn't like nobody asked for this. This is too much.
It truly made no sense whatsoever. We didn't need the ambulance. We just needed him to be backstage with medical, trying to get right.
Yeah.
That's all it needed to be. But whatever.
Or just not do this at all. Or
Like if I keep talking about it, I'm gonna go straight to the main event and I'm gonna stop talking about the show.
okay. So let's get to the opener.
Yeah, we got Sting, Darby Allin, and Adam Copeland with Ric Flair defeating the Patriarchy. I hate that name. In a 6-man tag. Thoughts? I wasn't awake yet, so
This match really wasn't much to it. Probably the highlight was Ric Flair throwing bad punches at Christian. Um, the faces got their shit in. I believe Luchasaurus took the pin, and that was kind of pretty much it. It was very much a not much happened. It felt low key, felt like a match you would see on like Rampage or something. It was very much nothing. There was no real like the crowd was into it, but like yeah, there was no real like anything exciting of note to happen in this match. It was fine for what it was, I guess.
Luchasaurus took the pin, and then that will transition into a lot of the Wednesday talk. But yeah. We got Orange Cassidy defeating John Moxley for the AEW Intercontinental Championship. I'm glad Moxley didn't get it back. I think that was very nice.
I thought this match was pretty good, actually. It was quick. They didn't go too crazy. No unnecessary blood. There's a good level of intensity for a feud of this magnitude. That was a good match, and I'm actually also surprised that Orange Cassidy won this match. I thought for sure they're gonna go back to Moxley and kind of
Yeah,
do
I think
whatever
we
they planned on doing.
yeah, I think we both predicted that Moxley was going to win it and then transition to whatever the fuck they were planning with him. Um, but it seems like they never had a plan, so they just let Orange Cassidy hold it down. Um, Next, we get Timeless Tony Storm defeating Hikaru Shida for the AEW Women's Championship.
Let me tell you something. If I'm Hikaru Shida, man, I would be so pissed how they keep doing me. This is the second time they've done this where they made her a transitional champion. Not only that, but also she would never like the focal point at any point. This whole match with the Tony Storm show, from the entrance on, everything Tony Storm. Hikaru Shida didn't even matter. It could have been anybody in that ring with Tony Storm. This match is about Tony Storm and getting Tony Storm over. And then on top of that, they gave him a terrible finish where she had like I believe like a metal tray. She's supposed to like hide it in her tights, but it was like literally like dangling out of her ass by the time they got to the spot, and the rest supposed to pretend like they didn't see it. It was just this match was not good. I know people are saying this is like the best gimmick as far as the women go in wrestling. It's a fun little goofy gimmick, but like if it could hurt the match quality like it did for this match, like we know Tony Storm and Hikaru Shida are great workers. We know this. So for them to have that kind of a match where it was just like this is it, this is more like shtick and character work from those two, it didn't hit for me.
Yep. I woke up, I turned the pay-per-view on, and I saw Hikaru Shida lying down on the floor. I shit you not. I saw her lying down on the floor and the shit was black and white. And I said, well, that happened. Now for the matches I was awake for, we got Ricky Starks and Big Bill defeating Roosh and Dralistico, FTR, and the Kings of the Black Throne. Brody King was taking a lot of stupid bumps here. As far as I remember, I don't think Ricky Starks and Big Bill did much in this match.
Yeah, I don't recall them doing too much.
They didn't. I don't recall them doing. And I feel like Big Cass probably did like some cool shit or like some big spots or sequences. But I don't close my eyes right now. I don't see Ricky Starks in this match doing anything. I don't even recall him climbing up the ladder.
The only spot I really remember off top is that power driver through the ladder. I think Brody King did it on.
Yeah.
I don't remember who. It might have been Dralistico.
Probably.
I forgot, but that was a really cool spot.
Yeah, no. I would have loved Kings of the Black Throne to win this. I thought there was like some cool spots for, a ladder match. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I thought this was pretty good. They didn't go too wild like I would expect a AEW ladder match to go. They kind of honed it down a little bit, and I appreciate that. Sometimes you don't have to go all the way out. This is actually one of the better matches. I would say this was the second best match of the night, personally.
Yeah, I actually don't think that this match is like too bad. I don't think this match. I don't think this match is.
That was good.
I just don't remember much. Like I don't.
Doesn't Saturday feel like forever ago?
Yeah,
it was so long ago.
I remember seeing Brody King just taking a lot of like bumps and shit like that.
I mean, he only wrestles once a month anyway, so he can get away with that.
Sorry, I sneezed. I agree. But yeah, no. It's not. It's we definitely seen worse ladder matches in AEW or like a lot of shit going on, like anything featuring Darby Allin and Sammy
No,
Guevara.
I'll give this match credit. This was good. I thought it was good. I wouldn't even say it's like average. I thought it was a very good match. I gave it a 3.75. Honestly.
Honestly, warranted. I wouldn't give it that, but I wouldn't argue it. Um, Next match we got Julia Hart defeating Chris Statlander and Sky Blue for the CBS Championship.
Sneaky good match. I thought this match was actually pretty good. Um, as far as booking wise, I kind of saw the sentiments in the Discord, kind of like it kind of negates Chris Statlander kind of run to a degree. I do agree.
Go ahead.
But I do feel like if you like at some point they had to do something with Julia Hart. She's like literally undefeated. At some point, you got to give her the belt. Like we can do this undefeated streak for so long. Like she has to win at some point. So I feel like this. I wasn't as bothered by the Julia Hart win.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If Chris Statlander can end Jade Cargill's undefeated streak, she could have definitely defeated Julia Hart's streak that is literally like not even half of Jade's streak.
Not even close.
Not even fucking close. Chris Statlander could have been she could have been, the streak slayer or whatever bullshit that she had, moniker that she could have going on or whatever, I feel like this win to me is very weird. I feel like this is just another one of those internet things where it's just like internet hype, triumphed over the book.
It did feel a little reactionary.
Because watching that match, Chris Statlander was handling those two like fucking children. And then you're telling me that she gets the pin and Julia Hart hits her with a lariat and Julia Hart arm bends back. And you telling me that was enough to incapacitate Chris Statlander to not break up the pin? I thought that was ridiculous. That lariat did not look like it hurt. The lariat damn near bounced off Chris Statlander. And you want me to believe that took her out for the win? Absolutely insane.
I don't remember the lariats. I couldn't tell you. I'm going to take your word for it.
It looked ridiculous. And then, and just truly the fact that Chris Statlander was manhandling them for 11 minutes.
I mean, we've seen matches like that where like the underdog squeaks by and wins the match. It's not nothing new.
But when that happens, they get a roll up, they do a small package or whatever. They did the Mark 2K finish. I thought the match was pretty good until that end point right there. Like I thought this match was like probably like a 3.5. But that finish like knocked it like down one. I still give this match like a 3. I thought the competitors were like nice in this. I just thought it was like really weird for Chris Statlander to really just be mad. Like if Chris Statlander wanted to try and do one of Zangief's like air spinning power drivers, I feel like she could have if she just tossed Julia Hart up into the air, bro. That's how much she was manhandling them. And then she loses by like a lariat by a baby arm.
I mean, she didn't lose. She didn't get pinned, correct?
She lost. She doesn't have the belt. She lost. But I get the point that you're trying to say.
Yeah. It wasn't like the clothesline took her out to lose the match. The clothesline just knocked her out.
And I don't feel like shit had knocked her out. Probably should have been probably a drop kick to the face or the back of the head or some shit. I don't know. Something that looked like it hurt. Maybe I don't recall the miss being used. She probably could have missed her. I think that would have been nice. That would have been excuse me. If she would have missed her and then took the pin, I would have been okay with that. The lariat, nah. But the match was cool. Now, the controversial match on the show. Sora Scott defeating Hangman Page in the Texas Death Match. This match is damn near 30 minutes. Shit, longer than the main event. Goddamn. Um, it's bloody. A lot of stuff happens, and Swerve wins. Hangman did some cool shit, some silly shit. Both parties did some cool shit, silly shit. I you go first before I like gather my thoughts.
Okay. I think we're gonna have disagreeing views on this match. I really enjoyed this match personally. I think this is the best AEW match I've seen this year. Um, I thought the level of violence was warranted due to the nature of their feud.
I
I
agree.
wasn't. I was not mad at the blood. This is a situation where I thought blood was fine, as
Yeah.
opposed to when it's a fucking Moxley versus fucking Mark Briscoe in some tournament match that doesn't matter. See, this is a situation where blood would have been okay. That makes sense.
Blood is warranted here. I
Blood
will
is
agree with
warranted in
that.
this kind of match. I thought there were some good spots. Swerve definitely looked like a I'm not gonna say mega star like everybody else keeps saying, but I want to say it did make Swerve look good in this match. I thought Swerve looked good in this match. I thought Hangman showed some intensity. I do think the blood in the mouth thing, Hangman
It
drinking
was
the
a little
blood.
crazy. That was crazy.
That what
But
the first of all, this rarely
nasty.
happens to me. I gagged. I rarely gag at stuff like that. I literally like, ew, nigga, why are you doing that?
I saw the spot and I literally became the eyebrow raise emoji.
I was like, ew.
I thought that was really weird. I
What?
never seen no shit like that, and neither has commentary. Not
Yeah,
even niggas that have vampire gimmicks do that shit.
I saw when the Age of the Fall started. What's my man's name?
Jimmy
Damn.
Jacobs.
No, not Jimmy Jacob. It wasn't Jimmy. It wasn't Seth. It's the other dude, the big dude, the brawler guy. What's his fucking name?
That's a Justin question.
Damn, yeah, he didn't wear shoes. What the?
It might have been Necro Butcher, huh?
Yeah, Necro Butcher. I can't want to say Bruiser Brody. Necro Butcher. I think he was like, no, it was Jimmy Jacobs because I remember they like hung up Mark Orge upside
Oh yeah,
down with like a
yeah.
chain, and he bleeding like he like stood under and like opened his mouth. But even that one was like it's still from mad far away. Like Heyman was like face to face with Swerve, like drinking his blood. It just was. People were trying to tell me like that's like badass. I'm like, that's not badass. Like that's weird. Like when I think like badass, I think like fucking like Jean-Claude Van Damme or some shit. You know what I mean? Some like fucking Jason Statham or John Wick. That they don't be drinking niggas' blood. Like what kind of shit is that? That shit was just weird.
Yeah. I wasn't a fan of the spot. I don't think it's badass. I think post post COVID was gross.
Yeah, it's
And
just
then
gross to me.
I'm always bothered by blood now. Or like the uses of blood now ever since GCW like brought back Necro Butcher, and then I had him bleeding all over the ring, and then we later find out that the motherfucker has hepatitis. Yeah, that's when I know not every company is as irresponsible as GCW, but
WWE got in trouble for that too with Bob Orton
yeah,
back in the
like
day.
I don't know. I just thought it was weird. I really thought it was weird. Uh you yeah, I don't know. Like I want to I have no more to say besides that shit is weird. Um there were some cool spots. There were some silly spots as I said earlier. Um
How you feel, man?
the match is weird. It's a really fucking weird match.
Well, let's start from the beginning, right?
I've seen better death match, like I've seen better death matches that didn't have nearly as much blood as this, or the silly spots as this. And I say silly spots a lot because every time I close my eyes, I see I don't know, somebody got hit with the fucking cinder block and then they exploded into fucking chalk dust. That shit is so silly to me. Swerve doing the 450 onto Swerve's back that had the glass on it. 2 minutes ago, you just did the Swerve stomp. So why'd you opt to do a splash now?
Yeah, I hate when wrestlers do that shit.
So that was so stupid. What is it? Hangman Page, he wraps Swerve with like barbed wire and then does the buckshot lariat. And I was just like, why not wrap it to your arm like you did before and then hit it, you know?
Yeah.
And then the fucking barbed wire always looks like that shit straight from Party City. So it just looks fucking funny when they use
How do you
it.
feel about the stapler spots?
The stapler spot was whatever. I don't know what was the napkin. Like there was was it like I think did commentary say that it was like a doodle from Hangman's Kid or something?
Yeah,
Like that?
remember he took the drawing when he broke in.
Oh,
So
okay,
it was
okay.
that same drawing.
I
Now
think it was.
I'm look.
Oh, go ahead,
Okay.
go ahead. No.
I'm watching. I'm on YouTube. They had the whole match on YouTube. Somebody
That's
uploaded it.
crazy.
I'm looking at the cinder block. That shit looks so fake now that I'm looking at it. Like it does not look like a regular cinder. Like it doesn't
Yeah,
even
it
look
doesn't.
even close to. Now that I'm really looking at it, I knew it was fake to begin with. Like obviously,
Yeah, it is gimmick, of course, but
but
like,
it doesn't even look like it looks like a paper mache.
like all like I'm already suspending my disbelief.
Yeah.
I'm really supposed to believe that this nigga broke into his house with like a camera crew and shit like that. The cinder I don't care that the cinder block is gimmicked, bro. But the fact that shit exploded into chalk dust is the funniest shit ever. That shit look like LeBron when he do his baby powder shit.
Yeah.
That shit looks silly, bro.
The pile driver on the barricade spot was good. I might go on these spots now.
Yeah, I
and
like it.
checking it out. That was a good spot. Yo, Swear was bleeding crazy. Ew,
Yeah, he was. I feel like he was bleeding a lot more than he should. And honestly,
yeah, I think he might have went too deep, low key. This feels like an Eddie Guerrero situation.
I feel like they probably should have like stopped the match for a little bit, stapled the nigga head a little bit while Hangman Page set up some fucking some furniture or something.
Well, I didn't see it didn't like Swerve had any like real visible scars when I looked yesterday.
No.
I mean, when he's had the match today, so maybe it
Yeah,
wasn't as deep as we thought. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That boy was bleeding though.
My overall thoughts about this whole thing, I think that the Texas Deathmatch shit is kind of like overdone in AEW. Like, I felt like this was finally like the one feud that kind of warranted it, with the level of aggression towards one another. But we seen, Texas Deathmatch for like baby bitch feuds that feature Lance Archer.
He did have one, didn't he? That's crazy.
Yeah. I thought that this match was the best on the show, honestly. But I don't think this match is like that great. Like I wouldn't say it's one of the best AEW matches that we've seen this year.
What would you say was better than this? The Iron Man?
Let me pull up my spreadsheet.
You know what I liked about this match a lot? I really appreciate it because it's very rare where you get a match with this kind of emotion, actual build that people cared about.
Yeah, even though the build was a little wonky and shit like that, but
people actually care. There's a reason why these guys are trying to kill each other for a change, not just doing it just because and bleeding just because. This is what people talk about when they speak on bleeding. You know what I mean? Make it mean something, bro.
I just opened my spreadsheet. I was being an asshole when I put this in the match of the year for AEW. I put Moxley Phoenix 1.
Yeah, it's fucked up. You were very dark during those time when that match happened. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was honest. Yeah, no, I'd probably say you see every AEW match that I think it brings me joy, so I guess it would be my favorite match. Did Roosh and Jungle Boy happen this year?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite.
I want to say right because it was like right before he turned heel. I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's for sure one of my favorite matches. Sorry.
Why you guys ass whooped?
Match is unintentionally funny, yo. It sparks joy. Like when I think about the match, I fucking like laugh. I can't say that about any other AEW match.
Yeah, that was in May.
Funny ass match, man. Rich might be one of my favorite AEW wrestlers. I ain't even gonna cap you down, bro, because he was beating the shit out of Jay White.
He be beating the shit out of everybody, bro. First of all, if I'm wrestling there, I'm not. You ain't doing that all that to me, dog.
Yeah, they
need
need
to lay those chops in like that, big dog. Oh my god, I'm looking at the spot where Swerve hits Hangman with the chair, the barbed wire chair, and he gets like caught in his face. That shit, yeah, I know that shit hurt. Oh god.
But yeah, I don't think this match.
I'm fucking with this match, bro. I'm like, now that I'm rewatching again, it was going crazy. Dog.
I'm sure, but
it was wild.
No, I don't. I'm glad that Hangman Page is finally like intense. Hopefully, he like takes that intensity and like moves on. Try to rebuild himself without going back to the like sad man. Hangman Page.
Sad. We're definitely getting sad. Anxious millennial cowboy. That's coming back for sure.
We don't need to do that. Just take that intensity, take that anger from not avenging your family, and to just start beating niggas' asses. Like, there's no reason to be sad about this. Be angry about it. Actually, beat that nigga ass. Okay. Yeah. That's it. I don't think Swerve is a mega star. To me, you can't be a megastar in a minor company. I'm sorry. The TMZ article says nothing to me. WWE gets fucking TMZ coverage all the time. You actually do not want to be reported by TMZ, actually. I know you in the Discord said that, like, since Swerve is the talk of the town, it would be very wise to have him start the show. Like, this is the person that they want to see because he's on the headlines and shit like that. But I don't think people saw that TMZ article of like, hey man, Page drinking his blood. It was just like, Swerve is the cool guy here.
No, to be honest, Swerve was the cool guy in this match. We're gonna keep it a stack. He had the cool entrance.
I'm just saying, off the TMZ article, you don't see a man get his like, because at that point, Page is not really bleeding as much as him, so it makes it seem like Swerve is really getting his ass fucking whooped before he does that.
Well, I wasn't even speaking on the TMZR. I was just saying in general, the most of the internet talk as far as wrestling goes.
Oh yeah, no,
it's about Swerve.
It's all about Swerve. Yeah, good and bad.
Yeah, this is probably what he would want in the situation where just everything's about him because it's all on him right now as far as
controversy creates cash.
Is he a mega star with that match? Did it go too far? I saw somebody say like, you guys wanted the Attitude Era back. Well, this is the Attitude. I'm like, first of all, I ain't never ever seen this happen in the Attitude Era. Not in WWE.
Nobody's ever seen it. Also, I'm not asking for the Attitude Era. Also, it's crazy that people are just like, oh yeah, this is the Attitude Era, but like the daily rotation tweets where it's just like, WWE can't do this today, and it's fucking Attitude Era shit that people do find distasteful. And for AEW to be like, yeah, we could do distasteful shit here and it rocks, and it's just like, y'all niggas are so ass backwards.
People are saying it rocks, so you know.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the social media stuff with Swerve?
No, I mean, I guess we can briefly go over it. My thing is just like, I'm on two sides with it. First side, let me be 100% clear. I think Swerve's lame. I've been thought Swerve was lame. He was very so lame for how he treated Black Wrestling Podcast and their top 50 Black wrestlers list. Right? I'm all aboard on that. I think that shit was lame. I think Swerve's lame. And, you know, and the more we know about him, you know, as like just from what we've heard, you know, about, you know, but that's not here nor there. My issue, what I didn't like with that account using his moment to try to bring him down by bringing up some old shit. I thought that was lame. I'm going to be honest. Like, I thought, you know, after having the biggest match of his career, then you post that video like immediately after, like 12 hours later. Like, come on, man, what are you doing? Like, that's some hater shit. Like, even if I don't like Swerve, I wouldn't do no shit like that. You know what I mean? I'll let him have his moment, but don't post no shit. Like, could you imagine like you just won, like me and you just won like podcast of the year, and then they could just start bringing up my old tweets like three hours later. Like, I'd be like, what the fuck is this about? Like, what kind of hater shit is that? I couldn't get into that. But all that being said, that nigga's lame. I don't fuck with him, but it is what it is.
Yeah, he is lame. On that second point, I hear you, but I do think that it is kind of relevant and at the time because people were just like Swerve is the black wrestler right now, right? And then you see him, kind of being kind of an ass to another black niggas we supposed to upbring each other, you feel me? That's supposed to be the shit, right? And I remember that moment happening in real time and seeing his reaction in real time. So like
I do too. I remember
shit is like fresh. And I think like Hit Row shit was already lame. I thought this shit was even lamer because he was literally just looking like he didn't like being at number 19 or whatever. And then
I think we should specify for people what we're talking about. So was it last year? Or was
yes,
it
last year.
Ago? Last year, Black Wrestling Podcast, they do their yearly Black Wrestler list. Swerve was, you said he was 19?
Yeah, he was like 19.
Yeah. I guess he wasn't very happy with the with the rating he got, and he was just kind of just like, yo, take me off this bullshit.
Yeah, and then he was just like, he was like, take me off this bullshit. I don't want to be on this. Like I don't want to be on I don't want to be on this list that highlights and promotes black wrestler, black wrestlers or whatever, right? And then he was just like, nah, for real. Tell me like, your top 5 or whatever. And then I remember seeing the tweet and then people were like, okay, here's like my top 10 black wrestlers. And like, he was in it, right? And he was like, nah, y'all got this all wrong. And then he starts retweeting all these people that got white, all these white faces on the Avi saying that he top 5 in the world. Nigga, no. You are not top 5 in the world. I'm so sorry. Especially at that time, was not top 5 in the world. I'm sorry. And then it was just like once his ego was like stroked, that's when he was just like, yeah, this is like what I want, And my thing is that he tears down Black Wrestling Podcast for their 50 list, but he not tearing down other other black lists that he's pretty high up on. When he top 3 in the shit, he quiet. But when it's real and he 19, like his ass should have been at that time, he got a problem with it. Niggas hate the truth.
I still think it was nasty to make the post that video right after. Listen, we could have waited a couple days, not the next day.
What is there to wait for? You feel me?
Then you just look like a hater. Then it comes off disingenuous. Like,
and you know what? Does a nigga have to like a coon, bruh? I don't like the nigga.
I don't like the nigga either, but I don't even think I would do that. It just, I don't know. That came off lame to me. I didn't like that.
You're not a real hater. You feel me?
I'm not a real hater.
So yeah, I don't really like that per se. And then what I also didn't like that there was a lot of people at that like point in time. It was just like, yes, this is cool. Like Swerve had a good match. Fair, honest. It was match of the night. It was great,
Great
right?
match. Great match.
We did not need to tear any other nigga down to gas Swerve up, which a lot of that was going on. Niggas was discrediting all sorts of shit to gas Swerve up. And I thought that was really unnecessary.
Well, I don't think you know what that is. I've talked about this before. I think that's deeper than just like a Swerve situation. I think that's an AEW fandom thing where they feel the need to overcompensate everything that happens.
Always.
To like prove something where like everything has to be the greatest everything all the time. Like, for example, people are saying that was the greatest death match. I saw people saying, when Double or Nothing happened, that was the greatest fatal 4-way to ever happen. I'm like, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's either the greatest thing or like it was like silence. It was nothing.
Yeah, bro, not everything. It was good. Like they can't just say, "Oh, that was really good." It has to be. This is amazing. This is see how better this is compared to the other guys. Like it has to be that all the time. So it also happened with their wrestlers, where they're like, "Oh, well, like we had the best black guy. Yeah, I don't have the best black guy. We do."
Yeah, and then it was just like people are gonna remember Kofi Kingston forever. if Swerve were to retire today, who cares?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like it's either the greatest thing ever or it's not. Like I would just a lot of the gas on the internet was just like fucking nuts. So there was no need to discredit all the people that paved the way for Swerve Scott to gas up this match in particular. Like I don't even think this is like I'm sure he will have much better matches years to come, you know.
This wasn't even his best death match, to be honest with you.
I'm,
we've seen him have a better death match. So
I'm saying with another black man. Yeah, so I don't know. That's it for the Swerve thing. Decided to go long form on that because that's really the only match to talk about on this shit.
No, it's not.
We got the Golden Jets versus the Young Bucks here. I thought this match was not good.
I didn't watch it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not care.
I truly did not see the point of this match. I just woken up, like probably like what is it? It probably would have been 40 minutes ago. I watched this shit and I was tired again. This match is not good.
It's not good. I didn't care.
I'm not looking forward to Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega tagging. I almost wish the Young Bucks won, honestly, but I felt like this whole feud was stupid, just really dumb.
Well, I don't think it's over. That's the worst part. I think there's more.
Yeah.
Now they have a justified reason to be heels, I guess, or whatever, and they're doing a little hissy fits. This match was not needed. This felt like the last pay-per-view where they had the match before the main event that nobody cared about.
Oh, for sure.
With Aussie Open, whatever the fuck it was, and like, why are we like? What's the point?
Terrible stuff. From both, like honestly, all parties involved, just really like not great stuff. Whatever. Moving on, we get MJF defeating Jay White here. All the preamble. Adam Cole is he gets his Jay White gets his entrance. Adam Cole gets his entrance. He is crutching down the ramp. He is in the ring, real slow. He's in the ring, and then the ambulance go off. Who's in the ambulance? It's fucking MJF. Oh my god. Then MJF is on the ramp, and then
just to be clear, he's driving the ambulance. He drove it. He stole the ambulance and drove it back. I lost Stone Cold 1999.
Yeah,
but you ain't Stone Cold, baby. You can't be doing that. What are you doing?
Honestly, didn't warrant it. And then MJF, he's trying to come out. He's on the ramp, and you get a sea of people, all sorts of AEW personnel trying to stop this man from entering the ring.
Mind you,
Adam
Cole's in the ring on 1 foot in crutches,
and nobody comes out to stop this man from getting in the ring and wrestling.
Bro, in kayfabe, how does that make any sense?
Roderick Strong doesn't try to. Well, I know he got spiked on his head the day prior,
but dead.
Yeah, Roderick Strong didn't try to talk him out of it or any shit like that. And like, let me be in the place, like I could walk, you know. And then MJF does the match. At this point, when I saw the security guards trying to stop MJF, but they didn't stop Adam Cole, I turned the show off.
You didn't watch the match?
Nope. These niggas think I'm fucking stupid.
You really didn't watch the match?
I did not watch this match. No.
Okay.
That shit frustrated the fuck out of me. And then I went on Twitter and I see Britt Baker going, why they trying to stop the man? They trying to stop MJF, but they let the man with the crutches walk free. And I said, thank you. And then I logged off.
How you watch that whole show and not watch the main event? What was That's crazy.
My peace at mind.
So they come out. They have a damn 30-minute match. Mind you, this man is on one leg.
Jay White looks fucking stupid.
Jay White does look like a goof. There was a spot. There's two spots in particular that stand out to me. The first spot was they went to go for a move on. MJF was supposed to put Jay White on the table, jump off the turnbuckle through the announce table. However, the announce table broke, and he's off the weight of Jay White. So they just say, fuck it, let's do the spot anyway. And then so while while Jay White is on the floor, MJF does a full-on elbow drop straight from the turnbuckle to the floor. And then now, mind you, he's on one leg. Just
all,
so put
all,
that
all
out
on one leg. And then
mind you, and then later on in the match, he did the fucking like cutter,
the cutter to the outside.
Mind you, on one leg.
25
minutes into the fucking match, this man ran full speed, jumped over the top rope, did a cutter onto the floor.
Mm-hmm. This man is supposed to be limping. His leg is supposed to be hurting. He ran a full sprint to do the RKO on the outside. This nigga.
Now,
I thought the appeal was that this nigga worked smarter.
Yeah, right. Now, mind you, the spot was cool. You know what would have been really cool? It would have been way cooler if none of that shit before the match happened. If they would have just had this match as it was, without all the other bullshit, this match would have been way better. Because the match itself wasn't that bad. But I'm watching this shit like, yo, this doesn't make sense.
Like, Jay White couldn't put somebody down that is on one leg. What happened to targeting the leg, brother?
Mind you, he barely did that in the match as well. It's like they had the match already planned out before they had the angle planned out, and they were just like, fuck it. We're just gonna do the match we plan on doing anyway, which makes that angle before the show obsolete, and all it ended up really doing was having, MJF walking around with a cane now because he fucked his hip up.
The cane shit is stupid.
I mean, if he's really hurt, you can't really. He needs the cane.
He's hurt because he did something stupid, so he looked fucking stupid. No, that like niggas like to talk about WWE insulting a nigga intelligence, and to be fair, I saw a lot of people not happy with this match.
Yeah, this match got a lot of mixed reviews. I didn't really see like a glaring bot. It wasn't the reaction to this was certainly not like the reaction.
No,
to, like the Texas Death match.
Any other, honestly, any other main event.
Yeah, no, this was very.
This is probably the worst AEW main event.
I think
pay-per-view main event.
I think I preferred this over All In. I think because All In pissed me off too. MJF Adam Cole.
No, it's not as bad as that. I'm sorry. With all the preamble that happened in this shit, come on, son.
Yeah,
I thought like just all the bell hasn't even rung yet before my patience wore thin. When I saw the graphic that said Adam Cole versus Jay White is gonna happen, dog, just look at Britt Baker timeline, bro. That's exactly how I felt. I said, "What the fuck?"
I saw it. I seen it.
Shit was stupid, dog. And then what is it? The Eddie Kingston thing where he talked about the Continental Classic. Niggas is gonna be a triple crown champion by the end. Who gives a shit? A triple crown with these meaningless fucking titles, bro. New Japan Strong ROH title, and then whatever the fuck this cup is. Negro, please. I want nothing. This show is crazy, bro.
You want to talk about the roster for the Continental joint?
Sure.
Continental Classic.
I don't think they're going to say. No, I do not have it on hand.
We can do a brief little prediction real quick. Nothing crazy. Something like a little quick little.
Let's go on the AEW website.
I doubt it's on the website. I'm just gonna go to the Russell Purist page.
Okay. Why wouldn't they have it?
Man, no.
So Gold League, we got Jay White, John Moxley, Swerve Strickland, Jay Lethal, Mark Briscoe, and Roosh.
If I'm looking at this, I think the two options where I think someone will come out of this. Actually, there's three. I'll give them three. There's Moxley, there's Swerve, and there's Jay White. I'm gonna give Moxley because he's Moxley, Swerve because he had the momentum right now, and Jay White. I feel like they might want to do a make do for how he ended up losing on Saturday. So they're like, okay, we might give you this. Those are my three. I don't think Roosh, Mark Briscoe, or Jay Lethal have any chance of winning their side.
I agree.
All right.
Yeah, Blue League. We got Andrade, Brody King, Brian Danielson, Claudio, Daniel Garcia, and Eddie Kingston.
This is Brian Danielson's league to win. I don't see any people like. I don't see any people being in the finals. Maybe Eddie Kingston. Maybe
um,
that's it. I don't see any other people doing anything for real.
yeah. I think it's weird to have Jay Lethal here. As you told me, Pentagon has been on a crazy streak before losing the Swerve last week. I don't know why he's not in it. I thought he would have been a decent pick for this.
Yeah, you're teaming with the commander.
Yeah, I don't understand why Daniel Garcia is here. I felt like that match against MJF was a perfect write-off into the fucking sunset.
You really think he's gone, huh?
Well, not really gone, but I just think, he's not really relevant. Like, go away.
I think he still gets crowd reactions.
Like,
who are you shocked is not on this? That's a better question.
Pentagon. Malachi.
I'm not shocked, but I think this would have been a good spot for a Malachi or a Wardlow. I feel like Wardlow not being on here is interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want Wardlow losing.
Well, that nigga loves waiting for a fucking title match instead of just going to fucking get it. Fucking idiot. What else we got? No, I'm not really surprised by anything.
For sure, Brian Daniels is in the finals. This tournament's about him. Let's be honest.
I agree.
Does he win it? I don't know if he wins it, but he's definitely going to be in the finals.
Yeah, but also it's just like I don't know why this tournament is about him, bro. Apparently he should have had a match tonight, but they're clearly postponing it.
No, he Blue League, so he wouldn't have a match tonight. He would have had it on Saturday whenever they had their show on Saturday.
He did what? He Blue League?
He Blue League, so all the matches tonight were all the matches tonight were Gold League.
Oh, okay.
But as of right now, he's not booked for the Collision tapings. So
ask questions. Yeah. And with that said, let's get into the show.
We can get this briefly. Let's just
we got
the major points.
We got Swerve defeating Jay Lethal here, and then Jay White defeating Roosh. Roosh was beating that ass, boy.
Yeah, of the three tournament matches tonight, I think Roosh Jay White was the best one.
Yeah. Fuck my nose. Sorry, I lost track on the page. And then Moxley versus Briscoe, and I was just like, he ain't winning, so I don't care. I didn't watch it all the way through. Once it hit 10 o'clock, I was just like, I need to use the bathroom.
I mean, you get the gist of it.
I heard several Death Riders, so
MJF and Adam Cole come out. MJF does his best stand-up impression. He's on his Matt Rife with the jokes tonight. Some of them hit, some of them not hit. I'll say that much.
The alligator one got crickets, boy.
Alligator joke got crickets, boy. That shit was silent as fuck. Yeah, Samoa Joe comes out. He's like, "Look, I did my favorite for you. I need my title match." And MJF was like, "Fuck no, baby." And then Samoa Joe about to kill that man. And Adam Cole was like, wait. He's a man of his word. He'll do it. And MJF was like, let's do it tonight. And then Samoa Joe was like, no, because you're injured. I want you 100%. I'm going to make sure you're 100% by World's End. I'm going to protect you from the devil.
Yep. That is sums up a lot of it.
So we're getting Samoa Joe versus MJF at World's End.
Yeah. I think that will be a very interesting match, to say the least. Adam Cole setting up MJF for pretty much failure. We'll see. And then Adam Cole finally told Roger Strong to go fuck himself. So fantastic.
And you're not my best friend anymore. So, ooh,
Yeah.
pussy.
You didn't need to add that. But yeah, that happened. Moving on. We got the Christian segment, which I thought this was absolutely like some real silly shit.
This is some attitude era shit. You want to talk about
Yeah,
attitude era? That was attitude era. Just some
yeah.
nonsense. The whole thing.
Um, I thought it was weird to change Luchasaurus' name to Kill Switch, and I thought it was weird to call that other nigga, I forget his name, Nick Wayne, the
What?
the prodigy or whatever.
Well, I think they were calling him that beforehand, so I don't think that's too crazy. But I think the kill switch thing, I'm going to assume when he comes out on Friday or Saturday, he's taking the mask off. I think this is going to be a full on gimmick change. I think they're moving past the Luchasaurus stuff, which I
I
think is
hope
fine.
so.
I hope so too, because you look ridiculous. A damn dinosaur.
Okay. So Nick Wayne mom comes out. Mom's decent.
But she got a job. She's doing all the way in Chicago. Nigga live in
Yeah,
Seattle.
apparently she she took some PTO off her waitress job. Christian was really ripping into this woman, right?
40K for a waitress job, not that bad, honestly. You gotta keep it a stack.
Yeah. But yeah, he was ripping her a new one, and then Luchasaurus is just like, okay, that's enough, and like got in between them, right? And then Christian pushes her, and then pushes the mom or whatever, and then basically a whole bunch of shit happens, and then they set up Nick Wayne's mom for the concerto, right?
Nick Wayne grabbed the chairs, by the way.
Yeah, Nick Wayne grabbed the chairs, right? Nick Wayne, no, and Christian is about to do the concerto to the moms, right? And he goes, nah, Luchasaurus, you do it.
Pussy.
If he wasn't gonna let you badmouth the lady, what makes you think that he's gonna let you he's gonna do the concerto to her?
Change your heart. He was like, maybe I should listen to Christian. He's right. You know, sometimes we disobey your
You know
father,
that shit.
and you got to think it through. You're like, you know
All
what?
right,
Maybe dad was right.
that's crazy. But yeah, I thought that was ridiculous. I don't understand what was really going on there. And then what is it? Adam Copeland comes out, spears the son, tries to help the mom, but she wants to save her son. And Edge is just like,
Fuck it.
Copeland is like, fuck that. I'm giving your son a concerto, and you're gonna like it. It's fucking crazy.
That's fucking hilarious. That's so funny.
This thing is out of his fucking mind.
That is so funny. My
yeah.
a child. He's the child brains in.
Yeah, ridiculous.
A teenager.
But yeah, I thought all that stuff was really silly. But cool nonetheless, I guess. I don't know.
It's fine.
Yeah, I have no strong thoughts about it. I just thought it was a really weird segment. A lot of moving pieces and shit. Orange Cassidy, Hook, and Danhausen. They wrestled the former JSA jobbers. Match sucks. Scamhausen is back though, so we all good.
Yeah, Danhausen's back. How exciting. They've been teasing it for a while. He's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Hook, man. You know,
Yeah.
it's very hard for me to not compare him to Dominic Mysterio, but they've been getting compared since last year. And you know, just looking at where Dom Mysterio was a year ago to what he's doing now, and then I look at what Hook was doing a year ago, and look at what Hook is doing now. They're two different worlds at this point. Like Hook's nowhere near Dom Mysterio in anything.
And anything is crazy.
In anything.
But true.
There's nothing Hook that's better than Dom Mysterio.
I agree.
That's crazy because Dom was fucking terrible.
He was some shit for quite some time.
Garbage.
Yeah, I don't really understand. I I don't understand. And then
There's no substance to him. There's nothing. There's nothing to get invested in. He just Hook. That's it. There's nothing. We don't know anything about this guy. You know what I mean? All we know is he tats his son. He's handsome. He has ugly tattoos. That's all we got. I don't know. He likes chips.
yeah,
He's been there for 2 years. That's all we got.
an extremely bland character, but everybody thinks he's cool. I
Oh
don't
no,
understand.
I think he's cool. That's
No,
not
I don't.
I think he's cool. It's just
You can't be cool to me if you ain't fucking developed at all. Sorry. This whole thing, it goes into the JSA shit. It goes into another segment, where Anna J was just like, "This is about me. It's all about me," or some shit like that. Like,
yeah.
And
This
then
Angelo
what is
Parker,
it?
Matt Menard, Ruby Soho shit. Get this shit out of here, bro. Who is this? I asked this multiple times today.
Who is this for?
Who's asking for Matt Menard and fucking Angelo Parker segment? Why do we need to see them twice in one night? 3 times, actually, to be honest. We saw them 3 times tonight. There's no reason I should be seeing these guys 3 times in one night.
I don't understand it either.
I don't get it. Who is this for? I've never said, hey, do you guys remember that fucking Matt Menard segment? I've never seen that before. You guys see that fucking Angelo Parker match he had on fucking Dynamite? No, I've never heard anybody ever say that. So who is this for?
Yeah, I don't know who this necessarily caters to. I do think this shit is kind of crazy, and not really interesting.
Yeah, I don't care about Angelo Parker and Ruby Soho. Why the fuck would I care?
Cause they're dating. Smile.
All right. Smile.
No.
Yeah, you know, cool.
They're dating. That's all that matters, right?
They are dating.
That is the only thing that could be really discussed here. They're dating.
They're trying to do like this Romeo Juliet type shit, but like
nobody cares.
Yeah, like Soraya's just decided to show up to work all of a sudden. She's back. You know what I mean? Where the fuck was she at this whole time? This is a mess.
Yeah, I don't really understand. Nor do I care. This seemed like some Rampage shit, and it should have stayed there.
Yeah, I agree.
The Tony Storm acceptance speech, terrible.
I got some problems with this.
Let me start first. Just what if you listen to the A show, you would know that a lot of women don't get an in-ring promo. This is the most live and in-ring promo that we'll probably get for a very long time for Tony. And she said a whole bunch of fucking nothing, and it set up nothing. That's all.
That's where I'm at with it. It set up nothing. Also, where the fuck is Hikaru Shida? Is she not upset that she got fucked over big time? No kind of follow up to that at all.
She's okay with being transitional, bro.
She's just gone. Not a word. Tony didn't say anything about her. Announcers didn't say anything about her. She disappeared. This is what I was talking about earlier in the show. This is a Tony show. Like anything that involves Tony Storm is their new. I don't know that she is. I don't want to see she's the Bray Wyatt. You know
what Tony Storm wants. What Tony Storm wants, Tony Storm gets. And
yeah, it feels like everybody else is just secondary in this, and it's like, who is this helping?
Not I, brother.
I don't know. It's just this women's division, man.
It don't make much sense to me either, brother. Trust me. Yeah, no. Not a fan of the Tony Storm stuff either. As much as I'll say. The shit with Luthor, I don't get it. Let's stop it.
I don't mind the Luthor thing. That's fine. I mean, he wasn't doing anything anyway.
I think that's the
problem. If he wants to be the butler, that's fine. I don't care.
He wants to be the butler. Let him be the butler.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think the show is that part of the show is just not good. Let's move on. Sky Blue defeating Anna Jay and Ruby Soho. This match, I don't understand. There is way too many moving pieces to even keep up with half the shit that's going on here. You have and I think the weird part is that Sky Blue, she's the winner, but like she's largely like she doesn't have anything to contribute to all this bullshit, you know? So you have
it was just Chicago. She's in Chicago. That was all it was.
But like you don't have like anything for like Willow's not out there getting into the shenanigans and whatnot. So it's just like a lot of Cool Hand Luke, I guess, just fawning over fucking Ruby Soho or whatever, and then Saran's just like stop, just the stupid Romeo and Juliet shit.
Yeah.
So I don't get if somebody can make it clear, you can try. Because this shit makes no fucking sense to me, man.
It makes sense. I just don't care. That's how I'm kind of at with it. I understand what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
But
no, I just think all this shit is stupid, yeah. AR Fox tries to talk to Wardlow, and then Wardlow beat his ass, and then Wardlow makes the mistake of waiting for another championship opportunity, or just ignoring a championship opportunity.
Well, Joe got next. He already called it.
He should be trying to skip Joe, but it is what it is. Yeah,
on
not
his
much to say
Xia
about that. The one thing you don't want to be is on your Xia Li. Yeah, no. Shit silly, shit dumb. Is that it for NXT? What? AEW. What else happened on there?
No, that's about it, bro. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done doing this. That's over, bro. I haven't been this negative on shows in a long time. Yeah, nah, I've been pretty. This is enough. This is enough negativity for me. It's the holidays. I want to say happy Thanksgiving to you, Cyrus. Hope you enjoy your dinner with friends and family. Happy Thanksgiving to all the listeners. We'll all celebrate. Hopefully you guys get some Black Friday deals or whatever. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Yeah, man. You can subscribe to us on Patreon, patreon.com/the A Show RNC. You can follow us on Twitter. The A Show on Twitter at the A Show RNC. You can follow Quan at the Comeback Spot. You can follow me, Cyrus, at Cyrus on TWR. Everything is in the show notes. Have a happy Thanksgiving. See you guys next year. Next year. See you guys next week.
Damn, you ready to go?
Oh, I'm so ready to go. What is it? I got well, shit. I got one more episode left, so I'm counting the days, baby. But all right, peace out, y'all.